morning children, I hope class 9 children are watching this video and I hope you must be keeping well. As we have been doing linear equations in two variables, today we are going to see graph of linear equations in two variables and few questions we will see from exercise 4.3. So let's start. Here we have graph of a linear equation in two variables in NCERT book. Proper explanation has been given. You must go through by yourself so that you will understand in better way. Here you see, so far you have obtained the solutions of a linear equation in two variables algebraically. Now let us look at their geometric representation. You know that each such equation has infinitely many solutions. How can we show them in coordinate plane? You may have got some indication in which we write the solution as pairs of values. The solutions of the linear equation in example 3, namely x plus 2y is equal to 6, can be expressed in the form of a table as follows by writing the values of y below the corresponding values of x. Suppose if you have equation x plus 2y is equal to 6. Now you have assumed x is equal to 0. In this case, suppose if x is equal to 0, in this case 2y will be equal to 6 minus x, or y will be equal to 6 minus x by 2, or here suppose if you are putting 0, then in this case you will get 6 minus 0 by 2 or 6 by 2, and finally you will get 3. So when you will be having x is equal to 0, your y will be 3. In the same way, when you are putting x is equal to 2, in this case you will be having 4 by 2, it means 2. What you have got? 2. In the same way, if you are assuming whatever numbers over here for x, corresponding value of y you will get. Suppose if you are assuming x is equal to 4, y is equal to 1, x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 0. See, whatever numbers you are getting over here, these all will satisfy the equation x plus 2y is equal to 6. Now if you are plotting this graph, here you see, you had coordinates 0, 3, 2, 2, 4, 1 and 6, 0 and so on. Here you see, if you are plotting graph, simply how do we plot? What is required to be done? Axis is required to be taken in this way. Here one point is required to be fixed. Here you can assume O, name you can give O, and number start with 0. And this is horizontal line you have taken, and this is your vertical line perpendicular on this horizontal line. So suppose this is your x-axis, x dash, and this is y and y dash. Whatever coordinates you have got now, this is required to be plotted on this. So here you need to assume positive numbers right side. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Negative numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on. Here negative numbers -1, -2, -3, -4. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Positive numbers. Now first coordinate, suppose you had 0 and 3. So you need to see where that point will be. X denotes this first number denotes x. So x you will be having 0 now. So 0 and 3 you have. 0 and 3. Here you will be having point. Here as it has been taken 0 and 3. Now second coordinate you have 2 and 2. So here you see 2 and 2. Here somewhere this has been taken. And then third coordinate you have 4 and 1. So 4 and 1. Here somewhere it will be. Then you have 6 and 0. 6 and 0 here it will be 6 and 0. So So if proper in graph you are plotting, this line, straight line you will get, AB, where your coordinates are 0, 3, 2, 2, 4, 1 and 6, 0 and so on. Other numbers also may be. Infinitely many solutions it will be having. So a straight line finally you will get. So here in remark what has been written, you see the region that degree 1 polynomial equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is called linear equation, is that its geometrical representation is a straight line. If geometrically if you are representing, what you will get? A straight line. Example 5 you see, the same thing has been done. Given the point 1, 2, find the equation of a line on which it lies. How many such equations are there? If you have understood how equation is plotted, by seeing coordinates only you can form equation and that can be even plotted also. So here suppose you have point 1, 2, it means what? X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. So what equation can be formed, just you see. If you are writing x plus y, then what you will get? 1 plus 2, it means 3. So this is one equation. This equation can be formed. The other equation, what equation can be formed, you see? Suppose 2 into x, 2x is equal to y. Or it can be written 2x minus y is equal to 0. Just you see, put the value. X is equal to 1. 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So this is equation 2. So in this way many equations can be formed. So just you think yourself, if value you have x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2, which type of equations can be formed? So infinitely many equations can be formed. Now we will see directly our exercise. These things you go through by yourself. Here you see exercise 4.3. Draw the graph of each of the following linear equations in two variables. So at least one I will make you understand, so that you will understand and you will be able to do. So these all the things whatever I will do now, that is required to be done in graph sheet, so that in proper way you will learn how it is to be drawn. Here you see, draw the graph of each of the following linear equations into variables. First equation you have x plus y is equal to 4. What is to be done? First of all, you need to find out the coordinates, and for that what is required to be done? Suppose your equation is x plus y is equal to 4. Now you need to write down y is equal to 4 minus x. Now you need to assume by yourself. Suppose if x is equal to 0, these things you need to assume by yourself. If x is equal to 0, in this case y will be what? 4 minus 0, it means 4. So what you have got? One table is required to be formed, and at least 3 coordinates you need to find out by yourself. Here you write x and here you write y. So you have assumed x is equal to 0 and then you have got y is equal to 4. Next you assume any other number. Suppose if x is equal to 1. In this case y will be what? 4 minus 1, it means 3. So when x is equal to 1, y you have got. Next you can assume if x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus 1, then y will be what? Y will be 4 minus 1, it means 4 plus 1, it means 5. So what you have got? X when you will be having minus 1, y you will have 5. Now 3 coordinates you have got, of x and y you have got. Now this is required to be plotted in graph. And again I am repeating, you need to have proper graph sheet and there you plot so that you will understand in better way. As you have got coordinates, what you need to do, you need to plot this in proper graph sheet so that you will understand how it to be plotted and you will be having better practice also. So here we have here you see we have suppose graph sheet in this way. What is required to be done? We need to draw a horizontal line over here. Just you draw a horizontal line with the help of your ruler in proper way. And vertical line as well. Suppose in this way this has been drawn. Now this is your x-axis, x dash, y and y dash. Your first coordinate you have, first give number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. Here you have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 and so on. Here you have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. First coordinate you have here 0, 4. So how it will be plotted? Here you have 0 and your 4 is this one. So this is your point. Next you see you have 1 and 3. So you will be having this is x is 1 and y is 3. Here you have. Then next you see -1 and 5. So this is x. X is -1 and y is 5. So over here. Now 3 dots you have got, 3 points you have got, and your coordinates are here you have 1, 3. This is 1 and 3. Then you have 0 and 4, and then you have -1 and 5, -1 and 5, and this is required to be joined. So this is required to be joined with the help of your ruler in proper way, in this way. And this equation what you have got, this is your the given equation x plus y is equal to 4. X plus y is equal to 4. In this way, graph is required to be plotted. So what has been done? Horizontal line is required to be drawn, vertical line is required to be drawn, number is required to be put, right side positive, above the horizontal line again this is positive and this side negative numbers will be having. Coordinates are required to be seen. Suppose you have coordinates x and y, this 0, 4, 1, 3, -1 and 5. So 0, 4, how you will see 0 over here and y in y axis you see 4. Next coordinate you have 1 and 3. So in x axis you see 1. And in y-axis you see 3 where they are meeting at this point, and then you have -1 and 5. In x-axis you see -1 and in y-axis you see 5 where those coordinates are meeting over here. So these 3 points you have got, and then you need to join this line and straight line you will get, and this shows linear equation is having straight line. So in this way graph is required to be plotted. So rest others whatever are there, here you have x minus y is equal to 2, y is equal to 3x or 3 is equal to 2x plus y. These all are required to be plotted by yourself. Next you see, give the equations of two lines passing through 2, 14. It means x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 14. How many more such lines are there and why? Here you see. Give the equations of two lines passing through 2 and 14. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 14. So you need to form a equation. So if suppose just you see, if you are writing equation, what it can be formed? X plus y is equal to 16. This can be one equation. The other equation just you see, 7 into 2, that is 14. So 7x is equal to y, or you can write 7x minus y is equal to 0. This can be the second equation. In other way also, just you see how it can be done. Because you have x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 14, equations are required to be formed. So just you put the value and see LHS and RHS that is coming equal or not. So many equations can be formed. So x plus y is equal to 16 or 7x minus y is equal to 0. Just you put the value 7 into 2, that is 14, minus y is equal to 14. 14 minus 14 is equal to 0. So LHS and RHS you make equal, and in this way equations can be formed. How many more such lines are there and why? Many such lines can be drawn. Suppose if any equation you have, in this way graph will be plotted. Suppose your x plus y is equal to 16, you have plotted in this way. So if you are plotting 7x minus y, here itself it will be drawn. It will overlap because coordinates will be same. So many such lines are there. It can be written answers. Next you see, if the point 3, 4 lies in the graph, the equation 3a, y is equal to ax plus 7, find the value of a. Here you see, if the point 3, 4 lies on the graph, the equation 3y is equal to h plus 7. X is equal to 3 and y is equal to 4, it has been given. Your equation is 3y is equal to ax plus 7. Now just you put the value 3 into 4 is equal to a into 3 plus 7, or it can be written as 3a plus 7 is equal to 12, or 3a is equal to 12 minus 7, or a will be equal to 5 by 3, and this is your answer. A you have got. Next you see, this is very important question even for exam also. Here you have the taxi fare in a city is as follows. For the first kilometer, the fare is 8 rupees, and for the subsequent distance, it is 5 rupees per kilometer. Taking the distance covered as x kilometer and total fare is rupees y, write a linear equation for this information and draw its graph also. Here you see, try to understand the question. Suppose if you are in city, first kilometer, the fare of the taxi, first kilometer they are charging 8 rupees. And every subsequent distance, suppose 10 kilometer you travel, first kilometer they have charged 8 rupees, and another 10 kilometer you have traveled. For 10 kilometer, how much they will charge? 5 rupees per kilometer. It means 50 rupees. So total fare they will charge 50 plus 8 kilometer. Sorry, 50 plus 8 rupees. But here you see, if total distance is 10 kilometer, if total distance, here you have traveled 11 kilometer altogether, because first kilometer 8 rupees and another 10 kilometer 5 rupees means 50 rupees. 50 plus 8 is equal to 58 rupees total. But suppose if you are traveling total 10 kilometer, if you are traveling total 10 kilometer, So first kilometer they will charge 8 rupees and remaining 9 kilometer. Remaining 9 kilometer they will charge 5 rupees. It means 45 rupees. So total they will charge 45 plus 8 rupees. This will be total fare. So in this way this is required to be solved. So here you see. Here you see, for the first kilometer the fare is 8 rupees. For the first kilometer, fare is 8 rupees. Subsequent distance, and for the subsequent distance and for the subsequent distance, how much that is? Rupees 5 per kilometer. Now taking the distance covered as x kilometer, total distance covered, total distance x kilometer, and total fare, total fare is equal to y rupees. Write a linear equation for this information. So you need to form an equation. So here you see total fare will be what? Total fare will be, right, according to question, total fare will be equal to 8 rupees plus 5 rupees per kilometer. 8 rupees for the first kilometer, first kilometer, and total is x kilometer. It means for subsequent kilometer 5 rupees per kilometer. So how many kilometer he has travelled? 5 into x minus 1, because total kilometer is x. For 1 kilometer already you have paid 8 rupees. So when 5 will be multiplied with the total kilometer, 1 is required to be subtracted, because for 1 kilometer already you have paid 8 rupees. So total fare already has been given y. So y will be equal to 8 plus 5x minus 5, or it will be y is equal to 5x plus 3. In this way you can write. This also could be the answer, or 5x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. This will be your equation. Now you need to plot a graph, and for this what is required to be done? Again, as we had plotted graph, in that way we need to do. So for that, first of all we need to find out coordinates. So y is equal to 5x plus 3 we have. Y is equal to 5x plus 3. Here you see y is equal to 5x plus 3 we have. So if x will be 0, in this case y will be what? 5 into 0 plus 3, it means 0 plus 3, it means 3. So what you have got? You have got, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3. Then if x is equal to, suppose, minus 1, in this case y will be 5 into minus 1 plus 3, it means minus 5 plus 3, and it will be minus 2. When x is equal to minus 1, y will be minus 2. If x is equal to 1, in this case y will be equal to, or just you can say y is equal to, yes, 1 you assume, x is equal to 1 you assume, y will be equal to 5x, it means 5 into 1 plus 3, it means 8. So when you will be having x is equal to 1, y will be 8. Now it is required to be plotted. So again x axis and y axis is required to be formed. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Your first coordinate you have 0 and 3. Here you see, you have 0 and 3. This point you will be having. Then next coordinate you have minus 1 and minus 2. You have minus 1 over here and minus 2 over here. So this point you will be having. And next coordinate you have 1 and 8. So this is 1 and this is 8. Here you have. So your line will be drawn in this way. Here you see, with the help of a ruler, you need to draw this line in proper way. Here you see. In this way, your line will be drawn. Your coordinates are, here you have 1 and 8, here you have 0 and 3, and here you have minus 1 and minus 2. And this equation what you have, this is your y is equal to 5x plus 3 you write, or you can write 5x minus y plus 3. 5x minus y, 5x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. So in this way, this graph is required to be plotted, and again I am repeating, this must be done in graph sheet and with the help of ruler, so that exact graph you will be able to plot. So in this way we have completed up to question 4. This question is so easy, just you try out. From the choices given below, choose the equation whose graphs are given in figure 4.6 and figure 4.7. Y is equal to x, x plus y is equal to 0, y is equal to 2x, 2 plus 3y is equal to 7. How will you find out? Just you see, your coordinates have been given 1, minus 1, and here minus 1 and 1. So you need to form an equation similar to these. So you need to see which equation will be equal to among these any equation. That is equal to y is equal to x, or x plus y is equal to 0, or y is equal to 2x. In this way you need to do. So for making you understand and giving you some hint, or you can do just you see x is equal, suppose if you will be having x is equal to 1 and y is equal to minus 1. In this case that you see x plus y will be what? 0. Because 1 plus minus 1 will be 0. So what we have got? X plus y is equal to 0. So which equation you have got? X plus y is equal to 0. So in this way just you try out by yourself. I hope you will be able to do. And rest of the questions just you try to solve. Try to solve these questions. Very few questions are there. If you will be able to solve, just you try. Otherwise, you will see in next class. Until then, thank you.